coming to the fourth house, when our Chara Atmakaraka or the highest degree planet is placed in the fourth house of our birth chart, this can show that we have some lessons or some duties that we need to fulfill from, that we need to learn from our mother, or that we need to provide for our mother. We may have some unfulfilled things we need to help her with. For example, we may have to help her attain something. Maybe it may be even providing her with the comfort she desires. It may be to fulfill her desires, to maybe provide her good home to stay in. Whenever it comes to fourth house, it usually directly indicates mother. Just like when it comes to ninth house, it indicates directly father or dharma. The same way, fourth house directly indicates mother, or sometimes it can indicate that you need to keep the people in your home very comfortable and happy, because the fourth house shows comfort and happiness. Trying to keep your mother well, treating her well might be what is the lesson or the debt you have towards your mother. Maybe you have to learn something by providing. Let's say you provide her with something she wants or she desires, and then you learn a very good lesson from the act of providing. You never know how these things can work, because especially when it comes to Chara Atmakaraka or these topics, individual charts and the way they have grown up, the environment they have been raised in matters a lot. So whenever it comes to judging through Chara Atmakaraka and trying to provide a solution to a person, it is always better to know which aspect of these points will affect the person directly, because some or the other thing will have affected this person who has Chara Atmakaraka in the fourth house. It may be trying to keep the home. Maybe their lesson this time is to keep their home nice, neat, pleasant, and make anyone who enters the house feel very comfortable, very relaxed instantly. Maybe that is one of the things they have to work on. And here mother becomes very important. If this is not the case, let's say you have a very good relationship with your mother and there is nothing you can do to provide her or maybe support her in any way, then it may be other points too, like providing comfort to your relatives too. Maybe one of your relatives has been going through a tough time, and you can support or help them in some a small way is more than enough usually, especially when it comes to relatives, because when it comes to mother or anyone close like a sibling or father, that is a direct connection. But when it comes to relatives, you don't have to involve yourself too much. Just providing as much as you can, or a little bit is usually enough whenever it comes to relatives. And providing comfort to anyone in general, the people around you, making them feel comfortable around you is also one of the things you can do. And when it comes to property, suppose you have the right knowledge or wisdom to guide someone, or if you do, then you can help people acquire the right type of property for their needs. And if you do work in property related things, especially in the government, then you can really help them. This person can really help especially the people who are barely able to afford properties. Whenever I say help, especially when it comes to fourth house, it's more of trying to be there emotionally, trying to be there and comforting them, guiding them or advising them. Because whenever it comes to teaching, fourth house also becomes plays a very crucial role in the combination of teaching. So let's say someone who is barely able to afford a property and is struggling through the paperwork then the person who has access to such things or can ease this process can try helping them. Yeah, if that is you, if you have some link towards property and you know people or you see people who are in need of such help, then you can try helping them. And I'm not speaking about money, it's more of trying to guide them and making their process or steps easier. Maybe processing their documents faster can help them. And coming to farming, whenever this is the point, the person can try providing farmers, genuine farmers, good farmers with the things they need, or at least supporting them as much as possible for this person. And maybe this person has some debt towards the act of farming itself. Maybe this person is meant to farm, let's say their 10th lord is in the 4th house, and there is some connection being formed with 4 and 10 in some other way. So yeah, it can be multiple things. But whenever I say Chara Atmakaraka and I pointed to particular houses, instead of directly using this for a profession, what the person can do is just try to make this a priority, and just remember that this is some lesson you have to learn in this life. So just to learn the lesson, you don't have to actually dive into that particular field. And it can vary a lot when it comes to profession and stuff, profession or these topics. Just directly choosing based on Atmakaraka and all can completely mislead a person. So just trying to provide or help farmers, maybe attain farming equipments or just the basic goods or needs. If you do have access, that's the only time that applies to you. If you don't have access to such things, like you have no link towards property or farming or just you don't have many relatives or any relative that needs your help, then it directly shows your mother or trying to keep your mother comfortable, fulfilling her desires. Or sometimes this can also show hometown or home place, homeland, where let's say you are from a village and your family is a bit wealthy, and you have the money or the contacts required to maybe develop the city or town or the village. Yeah, and you can try doing that if none of these apply to you. So when the Chara Atmakaraka is in the 4th house, there will be some or the other option in out of these things. One path will always be open, like the mother is let's say needs emotional support or probably has been through a very tough time. These things can also be seen. Yeah, it can indicate at times, but yeah, out of these points, it's usually one or the other, where you have to learn a lesson or provide someone with something related to that particular point. Yeah, this is I think this covers the 4th house.